Okay, that's September 23rd, 2021. Accelerated motion in an inclined track and in an inclined plane. So this experiment, we are going to get a track, put it over a table, okay, measure the distance between the points of contact of the track with the table. You're gonna get a cart and measure the length of the cart. And we're going to use a shim and measure the shim with the micrometer. The cart you measure with a ruler, the track you measure with a meter stick. All those two values, B, L, and H, you log in your spreadsheet, in the first table of your spreadsheet. You go, B, L, and H. Don't forget to put 9.8 there, right? In the next step, we connect the hose to the end of the track and the pump to the hose. Connect the pump to the power and don't turn the pump. Don't turn on the pump yet. Now you turn on the pump. You get the cart put over the middle of the track. Make sure the cart moves without friction on the track. If there is any friction in there, either the pump is not strong enough or there is something else going on. Level the track. You can level the track by adjusting one of the legs of the track and place the cart on the middle of the track and make sure it doesn't move along the track, doesn't accelerate along the track. If it does accelerate, then you adjust again one of the legs of the track to make sure it becomes leveled. Yeah. Remove the cart. In the next step, put the shim in one of the legs of the track. Raise one of the sides of the track. Become familiar with the photo gate that's given to you. You have to understand how it works. Photo gate is a timer device. Place the photo gate in the opposite leg of the track in the inner side of the opposite leg. And measure the position of the photo gate with the cart. Okay, consider the position of the photo gate. Consider there is an x-axis along the track, and the track itself also has a tape, a calibrated tape in meters, in centimeters. So this position of the photo gate is going to be known by placing your cart just before the photo gate. When the light of the photo gate turns on, you can measure the position of the front bumper of the cart in the tape on the track. Do that 5 times. Next, choose 10 different positions that I'm going to call X1, X2, X3, X4 until X10, from which you're going to release the cart and measure how long it takes for the cart to move through the photo gate. Make sure that the photo gate height coincides with the top of the cart. So you release from X1, record the time, and record that on the third table. The second table is for the position Y. In the third table, we are going to record the time and the position of the cart. here 10 different measurements. Finally, you plot V square against D, which is the difference between the position Y and the initial position of the cart, X, big X. It should be a straight line like that. Works very well. So that's the experiment, illustration of the experiment, right? For all the 10 positions. Is everything work? If you have good data, what you're going to do, you're going to log the slope of this graph on the last table, right in here. And if you got a good result, this delta that you see right here is going to be very small, less than 5%. Okay. So let me stop the recording, and now this one is what, 6 minutes, right? Here you go. You too.